All right, man. So just through the spirit, trying to get through it as fairly quickly as possible. Don't know how much time I got, so going back to Jeremiah 51, and this shit crazy because it's like the more stuff I delete off this phone, um, the less space I have. Make no sense. But going back to Jeremiah 51 and 6, I'm sorry, Jeremiah 51 and 46. And unless your heart faint and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. So as I was saying before, hey, eventually what we've been saying start from the top. Eventually these things we're gonna be living in. These things are gonna come to pass. Eventually it's gonna come to pass. We're just hoping this is the year that we see it come forth. You know, because hey, just through the spirit, it's been in my spirit, man. Because hey, Lord willing, hey, this is the year that we get taken serious, man. While everyone else is in this jolly immersed spirit, new me, new year, new me bullshit. Hey, you know, it's good to say, then shall they know the prophet had been among them. You see, so I believe that hey, this is the year that we're gonna be taken serious, starting with our apostles, man, and on down. This is the year that we're gonna be taken serious. So from there, I'm gonna go to Luke 21 and 22. Now, this was well, I'll read it real quick. Luke 21 and 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. No, that's not it. Well, hey, that's the spirit, because hey, this pertain to Yahushua, because before he left the scene, he warned Jake of the siege of Jerusalem. He forewarned them what was going to happen. All right, you see, because when you read up in this chapter, it goes into how when you see the basically the troops, the soldiers, when you start to see Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place, start to get surrounded. All right, you read up in this chapter, Yahushua is telling them, don't try to fight, just run, take off. You see, because I mentioned earlier about how this is not this is not a carnal thing. We can't go about it carnally. All right, this has to happen. It has to happen the way that the Lord said it was going to happen. All right, but qualifying it to the time that we're coming in now, because again, Lord willing, this be the hopeful year that these prophecies come to pass, being in that appointed time, that accepted time, right? I'm going to read it again. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So, hey, Abba Ratazah, this is the year that the things that were written concerning the prophecies, at least the major prophecies, man, this is the year that these things play out. The things that were written, Lord willing, this is the year that these things play out. The hopeful year that the prophecies, all the prophecies come to pass, man. Lord willing. I'm gonna go to Romans 9 and 28. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. So you see, all right, cutting the time short, man. Again, being in the spirit of hastening. All right, you see, like I said, things are already ramping up as it is. Things are already speeding up as it is. For the elect's sake, the Lord is speeding the days up. All right, cutting the time short, man. It seems like the Lord's cutting the time even shorter. Because again, we're in that appointed time, and Lord willing, we're in that accepted time. Lord willing, man. Because hey, we got to get out of here, man. I'm gonna go to this in 1 Corinthians 7 and I'll start at verse 28. I'll start at verse 27. Art thou unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Because we're closer now more than ever. Each day that goes by, it's just another day closer. You see? So, hey, if you're dealing with a woman, you got a wife, then, hey, deal with her. You know? If it pleases her to dwell with you, then deal with her. But if not, then, hey, don't seek to you know, because, hey, women, they'll slow you down, man. They can be burdensome. You know? And with that, you got to, matter of fact, when you read on down, I'm going to jump down to verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away. Because, again, having all these big inspirations, goals, preparations for what you're going to do 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Listen, you know, hey, we're taking this day by day, man. It's a day-to-day basis. We're not planning for the future because, Lord willing, we're not here in the future. Because, like I said, the fashion of this world passeth away. So you see, life as we know it is about to extremely change. It's about to change very dramatically, and not in the good way. All right. So this isn't the time to be, you know, because the scriptures say, though it be lawful, it's not expedient, to roughly paraphrase. So, you know, though it's not a sin for a man to have multiple women, but this isn't the time for that, because, you know, hey, you know, with that, you know, matter of fact, reading on, verse 32, it says, but I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. So you see, because, hey, brothers say it all the time, certain elders say it all the time, how, you know, it's best to be by yourself, and it's true. Now, that's not to say if you have a woman, then you just, you know, cut her off, unrighteously. No, man, because, you know, you making her an adulterer, except to be for fornication, or, you know, don't just put your wife away just because, right? You know, but it's better to be alone, because, like I said, you want to deal with a woman or deal with women, all right? You know, that's what it tells you, verse 33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. So you see, all right, because they say more money, more problems. No, man, more women, more problems. You know, and dealing with a woman or dealing with women, hey, you know, it's more than just, you know, the intimate part. If you're gonna deal with women, you got to deal with them. You know, it's like dealing with children. You know, that's why I read earlier. Hey, you're gonna deal with a woman. Hey, be prepared to have trouble in the flesh. So it's better to just, again, focus on His truth, man. That's our wife. That's our first love. You see, that's our first love. This is our first love. Because, again, now more than ever, we're at the end of this thing. You know, and we need to be, speaking to myself first and foremost, fervent, on fire for Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? Now more than ever, man, we need to be fervent, on fire for Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, but hey, Lord willing, this is it. The hopeful year of these prophecies coming to pass, man. Because, again, each day that goes by, each day is another day closer. Each day is another day closer. And eventually, hey, you know, like I read, hey, it's not going to be a rumor too much longer. Soon we're going to be living it. Soon we're going to be living through it. It's going to be a reality. You know? The Lord wanted this was edifying, giving all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahweh Shema Shai Barakathum. To your hopefully elect. Lord willing, until next time. Shalom.